Hello, hello. It is Chitter Chatter Thursday. Hello, how is everyone doing? I forgot it was draft day, but appreciate everyone that's here. I appreciate everyone that's here. I can hello to everyone that's tuned in right now. I'm so thankful to have anybody here on any episode with us here tonight for another night of Chitter Chatter. Tonight, our topic is Stand On It. Hello, Miss Kiwanis. I really appreciate you. I love all of you. If you're here, take a minute to stop, drop a comment, share, like, let someone know you're here. Let them know tonight the topic is Stand On It. If anyone is weary about standing on who they are and stepping forth on faith, tonight is the night for you to tune in, because I'm getting ready to talk to you ladies about how I use my confidence and my faith to just push forward regardless of anything. Because no matter who you are and what you decide to do with yourself, there's going to always be someone coming at you to try to deter you off your path. There's going to always be someone who doubts you. There's going to always be something that never has anything positive to say to you. Those people matter. Pay attention to people that never have anything positive to say. No matter what you're doing, it's a negative comment like, God, thank you for trying. We're speaking on that today because you have to learn to stand on who you are, regardless to who's there, who's saying what, and what obstacles you bump into. Because every single time you embark on a new journey, every single time you decide to take on a new task, every single time you decide to stop or quit something, you are going to be bombarded with roadblocks. You're going to be bombarded with negativity. You're going to be bombarded with all of those things, but all of those things are to test you. Stand on who you are in the midst of that. And that is what we're talking about here tonight, ladies. If you're just now tuning in, go ahead and drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. You can share, you can add, do everything right now while you're here. And you know what we're going to do first, ladies? We're going to mix our drinks. Tonight, I am drinking my favorite, Miss Jackie Daniels, of course, and cranberry. And cranberry. We're gonna be drinking the Old Faithful, because you can't go wrong with Jack and cranberry. I'm not really a Hennessy person. Everybody likes to drink Hennessy. And I always like to start off this with letting you know to drink responsibly. Just in case I have any underage viewers, I want to let you know, if you are not supposed to be drinking, don't drink. We are drinking responsibly here. Don't get too belligerent and don't do what you shouldn't do. But tonight we are go ahead and pour our drink. I got some ice tonight. I forgot to freeze my ice from the last episode, so I got to use real ice tonight. And you know how I don't like my drink diluted, but it's gonna be okay tonight because we're drinking Jack Daniels and cranberry, so you might need a little bit of dilution. So here we go, everybody. I'm mixing the Jack. We're gonna do 4 shots of the Jack and cranberry juice. For viewers, that is equivalent to 4 drinks. You may not finish all of that. A shot is a drink. Don't be out here pouring 2 and 4 shots and thinking that's one drink. No, that is equivalent. Each shot is a drink. That's how you drink responsibly. So we're going to go ahead and mix that up. And stand on who you are, ladies. Don't be afraid to have a good time. Don't be afraid. Miss Jack Daniels, that is my drink. Hey, Mousy. Aunt Mousy, it's so glad to have you here. She said, Mom, what is Jackie? Miss Amanda, please don't embarrass me in the comments like this. Oh my gosh, she's not a drinker, you guys. Be very, very light on Miss Amanda. Jack Daniels, nickname Jackie Daniels. Miss Amanda is in the comments, you guys. If anyone has any questions or wants to get in contact with her, she's in there. You can say anything. She slick kicked off the show for the night. So she's in the comments, monitoring the comments, and talking to all you ladies. She'll never admit it, but that's why she's there. We had a whole conversation last week about my name, because I want to be clear for all viewers and everyone that is here. My name is Uniquia. Please do not call me Niqua. That is a family name. And Miss Amanda cannot get that through her mind when we're on live. That's why she's in the comments tonight. So you guys show her some love and make sure that you comment and speak to Miss Amanda while she's in there. So she will not be coming on here tonight. Everyone, yes, no. Ignore her in the comments. She said she quit. She's not. We're standing on it tonight. I said she's in the comments because she was misbehaving last week on Chitter Chatter, and that's what it is. Stand on it. Don't let anyone come in and tell you anything against what you're saying when you're working towards it, ladies. With the cranberry juice, when you're mixing it with the Jack Daniels, it is to your liking. And if you're out in public, I'm gonna tell you this too, ladies. I'm gonna also tell you how to drink out in public, because you cannot be afraid to say what you need to say when it comes to you pouring your drinks, when you indulging in anything out in public. If your drink is not sweet enough, get a little bit more juice. If it's a little bit too strong, let people know your drink is too strong. Because one thing you don't want to be doing is out here thinking that you have a little bit of drink and you really have a whole lot. Hey, Miss Shakur, it is so great to have you here. I'm so thankful to have you here again viewing. Tonight we are speaking on Stand On It. And Miss Shakur is one lady that knew me when I was just a little girl. The way that I am, the way that I speak, the woman that I have grown into, it evolved from the little girl that I was. I have always been the type of woman that said what I meant and meant what I said. Sometimes a little bit too much. I've been told that I'm aggressive. I've been told that I'm a little mean, but I'm really not. Like I really don't think so. I really don't think so. Miss Amanda, it was 4 shots. 4 shots is our regulated number when we're mixing drinks. This is why you have to pay attention on Chitter Chatter. We always pour 4 shots. Like I told you, this equivalent to 4 drinks. I will not finish this on the live, okay? Thanks. This night is strictly for women like Miss Amanda. The women that critique every single little thing that you're doing in spite of the bigger picture. I haven't even taken a sip of this drink yet, and she's already telling me it's too much. I haven't even had anything yet. Who's to say I'm going to finish it? I don't plan to. But let's dive into it, ladies. I'm going to tell you 5 ways that you can connect with me. 5 ways that you can connect with me. You can go on to IamUniquia.com. That's where you can find out my continuing education classes, acting, modeling, poetry for the youth, and model aerobics. We are tapping into that next week. Next Wednesday will be our very first model aerobics class. It was going to be this Wednesday, and then I realized it was Cinco de Mayo. Can't do it. If you don't know, tap into it. So next Wednesday, we will be tapping into that, and I have a great workout routine planned for you ladies. It is going to be a full hour where you must wear heels, but the attire, you can wear whatever you want to wear, but all you have to do is wear heels. And I'm going to get you ladies into tip-top shape. After one model aerobics class, you're going to feel it in your legs. You're going to feel it in your hips. You're going to feel it in your thighs. And you're going to be like, oh my God, I can walk. And not like Uniquia, you're going to be walking like you, because I'm going to teach you how to put that in your walk. You hear that? In your walk. That's how it is when you walk. We are going to be tapping into model aerobics. So you can find out, get all of that information on IamUniquia.com. You can also follow me on Instagram. I'm IamUniquia. That's IamUniquia on Instagram. I am Uniquia Manigault on YouTube and Facebook. And you can go to, if you have not yet joined our Facebook group, blackgirlbeauty.org. Please tap into that. That's where we put our updates. That's where we keep you updated on what's going on. If there's ever a cancellation on the show, if ever anything goes on, that is where we're going to put it. I would have told you guys that Miss Amanda was going to be in the comments and not on the show tonight, but I forgot. So we're just going to keep you guys updated just how it is. And if you're just now tuning in, I want you to drop a comment. Let me know that you're here. Share, like. We are speaking on standing on who you are. I haven't even poured my drink yet. Standing on who you are, ladies. Because in the midst of trying to become the woman that you are destined to be, that God has destined for you to be, you're going to bump into some roadblocks. You're going to come across some people that don't believe that you're really doing what you say you're doing. You're going to come into some situations that are going to test if you've really changed like you said you changed. And those are the moments that you have to really stand on who you are. And it may not be easy, but the reward is going to always be worth it. We're going to take one sip to that, ladies. That's good and cranberried up. Make sure that your cranberry to Jack Daniel proportion, you need way more cranberry. And that's just a hint. But moving right back into our topic. Did I tell you 5 ways to connect? Yes, I did. So we're going to move into our topic. When you are standing on who you are, it is going to come with so many things, but you have to first realize who you are. Once you realize who you are, where you are at right in this moment in your life, where you are, the mistakes that you've made, you have to own all of that. What you need to forgive, you need to forgive on that. Whatever you need to heal, you need to heal everything that you need to do. So, okay, you know what, ladies? I'm sorry, we're going to start. We do need to start doing that. When we fix our drinks, we're going to start giving a toast. I like how you ladies are in the comments tonight interacting. I really appreciate you ladies. If you're here and you're in the comments, drop a like, drop a comment, share, and let everyone know that you're here, because this is where Black women, this is where Black girls, this is where we come and we chitter chatter. We get to know each other. How was your day, sister? How was your day, auntie? How was your day? Like, we get here and we love on each other, and we also share knowledge, and we help build each other. Tonight, I am helping you stand on who you are. I want every woman to love who she is and be able to stand on it. And the reason why this topic that I'm speaking on is so important is because as Black women, we face so many beat downs. And when I say beat downs, that's literally what I mean. You're going to get beat down from your sister. You're going to get beat down from your brother. You're going to get beat down from your man. You're going to get beat down from your mom. You're going to get beat down from the coworker. You're going to get beat down from the educator. You are going to get beat down every which way just for being who you are. You're a mom trying to take care of her child, and you go up to the school to handle some business. They're going to jump down your throat like you're not doing your job. You at home, you're a wife, you're taking care of your family. Them kids so unappreciative, you don't know what to do. Your husband come home and he ain't even seen you in 3 days. Things like that. Those are beat downs. Those are beat downs that we don't normally speak about. Those are beat downs that we just take on the shoulder, but it's beating you down. It's literally weighing you down. It's literally tearing you down. So never put all that on your back while you're trying to build an empire, while you're trying to educate yourself, while you're trying to raise children. Put all that on your shoulders while you're trying to stand on who you are as a woman, who you are in this world. Because let me tell you something, ladies. Even if you exist as a mother, as a friend, as anyone, you still need to have your own. You need to have your own hobbies. You need to have your own businesses. You need to have your own something. And that is to keep you focused so you don't lose who you are. Stand on who you are. And when you decide who you are and you decide what you want to do, go for it. Go for it and stand on it. First, you have to realize where you are, the atmosphere that you're in, the place that you position yourself. Everywhere that you are in the moment, you have to realize that. And we're going to take a toast to that, ladies. We're all thinking about it at the same time. When we start, I'm going to begin with the toast. So if you're here in the beginning, you're going to be right on time. We should have our drinks poured up, ladies. And at this moment, everyone that's tuned in with me, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take one toast. Tap the camera, I guess. Tap the camera and take one sip, ladies. Take a big sip if you feel. That is how we are going to start beginning. We have to start toasting just because we are Black women. We have to celebrate each other. Somebody had a good week. Somebody got a raise. Somebody had a baby. Somebody found somebody on the side of the street. Somebody got a man. Somebody lost a man. Somebody got some good news this week. And ladies, I want to always toast it up to you. I want to always let you ladies know that we are here to love on each other while we're educating each other. And I'm here tonight to teach you how to stand on it, because I face a lot of judgments and critiques and shoulda, coulda, wouldas just strictly because of what I'm trying to share with the world. When you are trying to share positive information, people always got something to say about you and what you're doing, and if you're really living up to what you say you're doing. And that is what makes it hard for people to really try to share the knowledge that they have. But I'm telling you right now, you got the right person right here. Because I'm going to share this information with you, and I don't care how you receive it, but I know you're going to receive it, and I'm going to give it to you in a way that even if you don't like me, you're going to hear what I'm saying. And that's the most important thing. That's what's most important. You have to stand on who you are, regardless to who cares, regardless to who likes you, regardless to who's really listening. Because if you are consistent and you stay at it and you really work towards your goal exactly the way you said you were going to do it, with no shortcuts, no cutting off the discipline, really sticking to your word the way you said, it's going to work out for you. You'll find your audience. I had this little saying that I began to say, guess it was a week ago. When you are in the right place, God will supply the demand. You could be in the middle of the desert, But if you have been doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to be in the right place at the right time. You've been trying to get your food truck off the I don't know how long. You traveling across anywhere, your car break down in the middle of nowhere, and you don't know what you're going to do. 10 people, a bus come by and the bus break down. Now all them people need food and you just happen to have a truck. That's how things work. Coincidences don't happen just coincidentally. They happen because we were in the right place at the right time and we were prepared. That's something that I'm working on. That's something that me and my mom are trying to get me into shape on. Miss Amanda is my coach, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. She has brought me a long way. I want to let you ladies know, getting up here in front of you for Chitter Chatter every week is not easy. It's consistency. And that's something that I'm working on, being consistent, being prepared. And that is something that she's kind of really good on, being consistent and prepared. And it's kind of weird. I feel like that's something I should have inherited, but it's really, she has to be on my back about it. But that's why, ladies, it's important that we have coaches as well. We're jumping in and out because you have to make sure that you have someone that can guide you while you're on this path. Because when you're on the path to stand on it, because we're standing on it, there are going to be moments where you really want to sit down on it. There are going to be moments when you want to lay down on it. There are going to be moments when you want to get up off it and not get back on it. That's when you need somebody that's like, listen, this is what we said we were going to do. This is how we said we were going to do it. And regardless of how you feel, you got to do it. You need a coach in your ear telling you that. You need a mentor in your ear telling you. You need someone there to help you guide on it. And that is a part of standing on it. When I said you have to realize who you are, step 2, after realizing who you are, you have to decide who you want to be. Once you decide who you want to be, when you decide the woman that you want to be, you decide the elements that you want to reach. Let's just say you wrote a story one day. Now, I don't want to use story because I'm an author, so it sounds like me. Let's say you're a swimmer. You just really like swimming. One day you decide, I'm going to be an Olympic swimmer. All you have to do is say it. Then once you say it, put in the work. Start swimming every day. You can't put in your mind, I don't feel like swimming every day. You said you want to be an Olympic swimmer. An Olympic swimmer would swim every day. So then you should be swimming every day. And if you're not going to swim every day, then don't say you want to be an Olympic swimmer. Because maybe you just like swimming for fun. Speak what you really want to do. Because if you decided what you wanted to do, nothing and no one should interfere in that. There should be nothing that you'll say that you don't want to do. Because if being the woman, the man, because for the men tuning in, if being the woman and the man that you said you want to be requires you to do this or requires you to do that, you're supposed to be willing to do it. And if you're not, maybe you need to be somebody else or try to do something different. And I'm not talking about doing something that insults your intelligence or something that demeans your character or anything like that. Anything that requires you to do that, you shouldn't be trying to do it anyway. And I'm not trying to judge nobody for what they're trying to do. All I'm saying is pick your battles. If you decide to do that type of stuff, that's what I'm saying. When you decide to be who you want to be, you have to be willing to take whatever comes with that. Don't decide you want to be a preacher, but then you don't want to be faithful to your wife. It's not working out, bro. You should have been the usher. The usher might get slide with a little infidelity because he's not in front of the pulpit telling people that they should be faithful and not have sex outside of marriage, period. See, heavy is the head that wears the crown. You have to be willing to do the requirements that come with the job that you said you wanted. If you're not, then you have to be willing to accept the punches and the blows that come with you for falling short. And that is what we as people have to get into. If you ladies have any questions, if you're just now tuning in, if this is your first time, I want you to drop a comment, tell me that you're here, share, like, join in. We have blackgirlbeauty.org. I am Uniquia. I am your host, Lady Plum, and I'm real plummed out today. I found these overalls in the store, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I gotta get them. Purple stuff really speaks out to me. So now I'm really getting into it every day. That is another thing, ladies. Stand on everything. I am not many things, but I am a woman of my word. And I said this comes with anything. I really do not like to say I'll do anything if I know I won't do it. If somebody asks me to come see them today, if I know, I'm like, I'm probably not gonna make it. I'm not gonna lie and be like, I'll come. No, I'm you know what? If I come, it's gonna be like a last minute thing because I gotta maneuver some things around, but I'll try. I don't make promises that I can't keep, and I don't like to put myself in situations that I can't hold up to. And that's because I stand on what I say. When I woke up, up and I decided that I wanted to dye my hair another color because I had been blonde for so long. That's a whole nother story. I chose purple. Then once I chose purple, I decided that I wanted to wear purple shoes every day. Well, I didn't have no purple shoes. So I decided that I was just going to wear purple every day until whenever. Then it became, it really, it's almost like I had to stick to it because I said it. I said I was going to wear purple every day. And now everywhere I go, literally even to this moment, everywhere I go, people expect me to wear purple. Like, it's like if I have on, because the way I dress now, purple is not my favorite color, FYI. So I'm really getting out of the whole liking to wear it so much. I like to wear other colors as well. When I do that, people literally be like, you don't got on no purple today. And I literally gotta be like, my watch is purple, my shoes are purple, my da-da-da is purple. And I'm like, dang, these people really expect me to wear purple. No, it's not because they expect it. It's because I said it. Why wouldn't people expect you to do what you said you was gonna do? Why wouldn't people expect you to be who you said you were? That's why when you come out and you decide who you want to be, you have to, if you're going to be taking all the punches and the blows that come with being the woman or the man you said you want to be, you might as well be able to stand on it. You might as well own everything that comes with it. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take one sip. You're going to get beat down for being anybody. You might as well get beat down for being you. You might as well be willing to take the sacrifices that come with being you, because it's gonna come with some sacrifices. When you decide who you want to be, go for it, because that's what it takes. Like, you could, right now, I'll use me as an example. The woman that I want to be is on a whole nother level than where I am right now. I have to re-educate myself. I have to stay consistent as far as the things that I told myself I wasn't going to do no more. The places I told myself I wasn't going to go no more. The people I told myself I wasn't going to be around no more. I have to really stick to that and not allow circumstances and situations to deter that. And what I mean by that, I mean by when you decide that you're going to do things and not go certain places, tests are going to come up. That's Cinco de Mayo is on Wednesday. I might bump into somebody I'm not supposed to see. You might have an opportunity to do something you're not supposed to do. That's how it works. That's not an opportunity for you to be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to just wait till after Cinco de Mayo and then I'm going to start my journey. Or, you know what? I'm going to just take a break on that day. No. That's the day to really prove that you meant what you said and you really trying to be the person that you're trying to be. And you're not proving it to anybody but yourself. Because I'm going to tell you right now, one person you really can't lie to is you. You know what you was really doing last night when you said you was really at home sleep. You know who you were really texting when you said you wasn't texting nobody, you was in the bed. You know where you really were when you said you really wasn't nowhere, but you really was somewhere. You can't really lie to you. So when you decide that you're going to stop doing certain things and going certain places and being in certain atmospheres, if you break those rules to yourself, you're in a bad way. Then you'll never get further than anywhere that you need to go, anywhere that you need to be. That's why we have to teach ourselves how to fight. We have to teach ourselves how to fight mentally, physically, and spiritually. When you learn fighting as a sport, then you understand how to fight mentally. You understand who to fight. You understand when to fight and what to fight. You have to fight them demons. You got to get them demons about your spirit. You have to fight your demons, and you have to fight the desires and the urges to go against who you want it to be when you're trying to be something better. Because every time you try to grow, I keep saying this, every time you decide that you want to do something different, obstacles are going to come. People are going to come to try to deter you. There are going to be things and situations that you're going to be placed in that may not be exactly to the liking of the situation, and you have to decide that you're willing to do something different. And that brings me, you have to really set standards for yourself. You have to be willing to decide that you're not going to do certain things and go certain places. That brings me to the poem for tonight, which is called Standards. First things first, when it comes to standards, get some. Stop being okay with being everywhere with everyone. People who don't have standards hate those that do. They'll criticize every move you make, every word you say, simply because they can't get close to you. I don't do what you do. I don't go where you go. So when you invite me places, most times my answer is no. I don't think I'm better than anyone, but everyone doesn't deserve to know me. And I stand on that. That's not just something I speak. I don't change my mind because someone told me to. Anything I do It's exactly what I wanted to do. I'm not willing to take a loss because of something you did. I don't mind standing all alone. I'm not a little kid. It's not my job to comfort you or help you to see things as I do. I wish I didn't offend you, but I also won't lose any sleep because my actions or words led me to. And I never present myself as perfect. I also never had a doubt that I'm worth it. What is it? Absolutely everything. I'm a Renaissance woman. I indulge in many things. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And sarcasm is my first language. In it, I'm extremely fluent. I said that to say I recognize slip comments and I recognize shade quick. When you have standards and live by them, people are oftentimes intimidated. I can speak about cartoons, politics, superficial scientific, supernatural things, and all of the stigmas they bring. I can talk to you about drugs and alcohol, and I will talk to you about God. I've never been like anyone else. I've always been a little odd. The only thing I'm tired of doing is fighting the world to exist as me. It's hard being unique, but I do it confidently. That's the power of my belief. I have standards and I stick to them, even when it's hard. I was hand chosen by God to play this part. I am an example of how great and peaceful you can be when you discipline your life and cut out some things. I'm not one you see competing, but my reign is undefeated. I can talk or we can fight, cook up some beef, and I'll eat it. I don't play about certain things. I have standards and I keep them. I'm a woman of my word, so I watch what I say. If you can't keep your word, you're just simply in the way. Some people have no standards, no rules they live by. They're down for whatever, whenever. I don't have that kind of time. First, you realize who you are. Then you decide who you want to be. Do what it takes to get there. Set standards so you will achieve. Don't break your standards. I don't care where you are. It's the moment you resist temptation to break that move you so far. Integrity is built when no one else sees. Standards get you far. That's what I need you to believe. Stand on who you are so no one can tear you apart. When you've accepted all of you, nothing can break you because you know your heart. You know your goals and you've dreamed your dreams. How dare you let someone that never saw your vision tell you what you mean? Rules are not meant to be broken. They're actually meant to fix. Without rules, we live in chaos in a world so imperfect. It's okay for others to decide to follow other rules. Those are the people in your life you should remove. Because when you're trying to grow, and that's your decision, you only need people around that see and support your vision. If you can't discipline yourself to make changes and separate, you'll never get further than where you are. And that's when you'll begin to hate. That's when you'll tear down those that were strong enough to make standards for themselves, those risks you didn't want to take. Now your life is at a standstill and you can envision a terrible fate. Before all that happens, let me help you out a bit. Set some standards and don't break. Trust me, it's worth it, truth be told. Ladies and gentlemen, that poem is strictly meant for this topic. Set you some standards and stand on them. People who don't have standards hate those that do. And because of that, you will always be facing controversy. You will always have to defend who you are and how you are if you entertain all of that. The only way for you to be able to stand on who you are and not really even care and indulge in all of that, you have to separate yourself. Life is going to require you to separate yourself. And separating ourselves is where a lot of us get confused. Because when we begin to separate ourselves, people like to come at us and say that we're living double lives. Maybe when you separate yourselves, you don't always know the appropriate way to do things. Because that's another thing I need people to understand. Growth is a process. You don't just wake up one day and decide that you want to be a better woman and then boom, you're a better woman. No, you figure out, first you realize where you are. Then you decide where you want to be. And after that, you execute on who you want to be. That right there is a process. You don't just wake up and decide, okay, let's just say you decide I need to wake up in the morning, I need to make my bed, I need to go out. I need to wake up, make my bed and go out. First you have to wake up. Then you have to make your bed. And then you have to go out. People in the middle of you just woke up and people are already expecting you to make your bed. Dang, can I make it? I ain't even got there yet. Like I'm literally just sitting up. And people like, dang, you gonna make your bed? Hold on. That's why you have to stand on who you are. You know where you at. You know you about to make your bed. You can't allow every time someone says something to you or someone comes at you some type of way to deter you on this path. And I'm only sharing this with you because these are situations I had to come to. When every time I decide to do something new or embark on a new journey, there's going to be somebody to tell me exactly how I want to do it and exactly how I need to do it. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know I'm going to take a break because I want to give away a prize to one of our very, very supportive viewers. Did I bring it up here? I did not. Okay, I thought I did. I have to bring it up earlier. But we have some great viewers and some great supporters, and I want to take the time to acknowledge them. First, we're going to take one sip for our supporters. Had to finish off that glass. Black Girl Beauty is about uplifting each other. Black Girl Beauty is about being here to support each other. Black Girl Beauty is about showing up when we need each other to show up and recognizing those that show up for you. And as a woman who stands on her word and does what she says, like, I'm not just here to build this platform. Black Girl Beauty, I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't build I keep saying we are not building Black Girl Beauty just for fun. We are building this platform so that Black women have a place to come and conjugate and converse and get to know each other and love on each other and share each other and get things that we don't normally get in the other atmospheres. We are here to speak to Black girls, listen to Black girls, learn from Black girls, love on Black girls, educate Black girls, and we are also here to have fun with Black girls. That's why we big start drinking at the beginning of the show so we can have some fun, ladies. You already? I'm gonna stop. But that is what we're here to do on our show. So I'm saying that to say, whenever you have someone or whenever you have people that show up for you, whenever you have people that support you, whenever you're trying to build something and there are people that are building with you, when you have something, they bring someone. When you invite them somewhere, they come. You have to acknowledge those people. You have to love on those people. You have to recognize those people, not because of any other reason other than you appreciate them for doing what they're doing. I said all that to say I want to take a moment to really give a special shout out and a special gift giveaway to Miss Kiwanis Young, who is one of our faithful viewers. She is always here. She is always on time, which is very important because sometimes I don't even be here at 8 o'clock. And she be here as soon as I log on, she's here. I am so thankful for you, and I'm so happy to have you. I have a whole brush pack of 10 brushes, and it's actually downstairs, but I'm going to bring it up after. But I want to give that away to you. And Miss Amanda has a gift that she's going to give away to you. When she gets off of restriction, maybe on Monday for the Amanda Manigault show, she's going to let you know exactly what that is. We are so thankful to have you here. We are so happy that you are tuned in. We are so thankful. She invites people, ladies and gentlemen. She tunes into the group. She comments. Like, I just want to take the moment to say, we appreciate you. We are so thankful that you're here. And I hope you never, ever, ever leave Black Girl Beauty. This is Black Girl Beauty, Chitter, Chatter. But we also have the Amanda Manigault show. We have the blackgirlbeauty.inc. We sell our fitness hoops. We also, ladies, summertime is coming up. Jump over to shop.blackgirlbeautyinc.com and get your bathing suits, your shorts, your workout gear. We are here. And Miss Kiwanis, we are so thankful to have you here. She is always here with us. No, thank you. And ladies, if you're just now tuning in, I want you to drop a comment. I want you to share. I want you to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to welcome to Chitter Chatter. This is Chitter Chatter, and we are standing on it tonight, ladies. That is the topic. Stand on it. When you decide who you want to be, first, you got to realize where you are. You have to realize what you need to get where you need to go. You got to realize how far behind you are, how far ahead you are, exactly where you are. You have to realize where you are and who you are. And that comes with realizing who you have around you. You see how I just came and I recognized Miss Kiwanis? That's me realizing who I have around me. That's me acknowledging the fact that I have a faithful supporter around me that I'm so thankful for, and I don't ever want her to leave. And I want her to know that. And as a Black woman, we need to be okay with letting our supporters and loved ones know that we appreciate them. I'm happy to have you here, sis. You didn't have to be here. You didn't have to come here. You don't have to invite nobody. You don't have to participate at all. And in our community, most women don't. So when you have that, you have to take a moment to appreciate that. I have a brush set that we're giving away, and we also have a cup with a little package inside for you that we're going to put together. And if you could send Miss Amanda a DM and we can get your information, we're going to send that right over to you. We're so thankful to have you here. I'm really appreciative, and I'm so thankful, again, to have you here. Ladies, Black Girl Beauty is about uplifting each other. It's about keeping each other together. It is about educating each other and building to another brand. And I'm going to let you in on another cue right now. What's going on with Uniquia right now? I want to say 6 poems, because like we are standing on who we are and what we're doing, and me standing on who I am. And if I were to show the mug that we're going to give you, Miss Kwan, I would have to stand up. So I'm going to come back to it in a second, Miss Amanda. What I'm going to do is me standing on who I am and the woman that I'm trying to be. Everything that I tell you ladies here on these episodes, these are life lessons that I'm learning, and I'm sharing them with you. Don't ever think that I'm getting up here and I'm telling you that you should do this, that, and the third, and I'm not doing it. Don't ever think that I'm getting up here telling you something and I'm not working on it as well. I am working on me. I'm trying to become a better me. And I am here on this platform sharing it with you because I feel like we all need to share it. I sit and I talk to Black women, and we all really be saying the same thing. It's like, why don't we talk about this? Why don't we have this conversation when we're younger, so that when we're older, we're not all sitting here looking like, dang, that's something I could have easily gotten, because we're not really comfortable with each other. I'm opening up the floodgates so that we can love on each other, because that's what we really need to do in our community. As Black women, we have to love on each other. We have to own who we are. And that first comes with standing on who you are. The happiest people in the world, first, know God. Second, love and know themselves. Because once you know who you are, then you can really move into who you're supposed to be with grace, with ease. And I'm going to go ahead and pour my drink up, because I'm drinking that first one. Well, it wasn't a full drink. It was just that little bit of cup. For people who like to count my drinks, I have to say that. So we're going to take one sip to that. When you decide who you want to be and you decide to stand on it, it's going to come with some obstacles. It's going to come with some things that they're going to knock you down. But the most peaceful people in life, again, are the people that first know God and second know and love themselves. Once you know who you are, you can really create a path that will help you get to where you need to go, because you need to know what you need to do to get where you need to go. Sometimes once you realize the type of person that you are, you can be like, you know what, that's why that didn't work for me, because I ain't even that type of person. Some of us don't even know ourselves. So when you don't really know yourself, you can't really stand on who you are. That's what was said in the poem. I'm not willing to get in trouble for something you did. I'm really not. At this point in my life, I'm not willing to get in trouble for nothing. I'm not willing to take a loss. I'm not willing to reap what I sowed for something somebody else sowed. And that is what happens when you get mixed up in the wrong environment. That's why you have to learn to separate yourselves. Ladies, I'm going to jump to the comments and see if you have any questions, because we are speaking on standing on it. When it comes to standing on who you are, a lot of ladies have a lot of hesitation simply because we feel like we aren't where we need to go. We feel like we aren't where we need to be. It's about building. You got to get there. Sometimes you aren't where I'm not where I need to be. I am in the process of building myself. Miss Amanda is in the process of building me. And outside of Miss Amanda Manigault, my mother, is in the process of building me. They both working together to groom me to be a better woman at 30 years old. But here I am, owning the fact that I still need to grow and I still need to build, and I need a coach and I need a mentor and I need someone to help me build this business the way I need it to be built. Because let me tell you, talent is only a piece of the game. If you don't have the discipline and you don't have the mentorship and you don't have the hustle to get done what you need to get done, it's not gonna get done. That's why I'm telling you, you got to stand on it. You got to stand on who you are. Stand on the rules and the discipline that you set for yourself. You tell yourself that the only way you're going to get where you need to go is if you in bed by 10 and you make sure that you have this amount of work done by Friday. You need to make sure you in bed by 10 and have this amount of work done by Friday. No excuses. Because you have to stand on who you are. If you're not willing to discipline yourself, to stand on the woman or the man that you said you want to be, you don't deserve to have it. And that's just me being simple. And I'm going to take one sip to that. There are a lot of people out here sitting on it, saying that they're standing on it. So let me see if we had a question in the comments. I need to see. I'm one of my words, so watch what I say. Exactly, I am too. So I appreciate you ladies in the comments giving me much love. They're really showing out for me in the comments. Plum love. This is plum white, by the way, ladies. I want to let you know I wear all shades of purple. This is my white. I have another shade that's like dark purple. I don't have it here. That is my black. I am building my wardrobe up to wear all purple. And that is discipline. That is me standing on the fact that I said I was going to wear purple every day. Because there are even days that I don't want to wear purple. I really want my hair to be blonde. I'm a true blonde at heart. I feel like I look better with blonde. And I have to go through the blonde phase to get to the purple. I have to stand on the fact that I said I'm going to be purple. So that's what I'm doing. That's discipline. It takes a lot of discipline to do that. And me being plum and me being purple is helping me to build my brand. That's a little secret trick that I've shared with you guys, but we're not going into deep right now at this moment. I'm trying to find, it said there was a question. Question from YouTube. How do you deal with haters? I don't deal with haters. Let me tell you something. Like I told you earlier, I have been known to be like mean, but I don't think I am, but I'll say it's the Scorpio in me. Please don't come to me with hate, because one, like I said in the poem, sarcasm is my first language, not my second. I had to learn how to be unsarcastic because sarcasm was like it's my first language. So please don't ever try to come with me. I recognize anything that's not love as hate. So like I said earlier, when people are always coming to you with negativity, never anything positive, that right there is hate right there. Like why you don't never have nothing positive to say? I address haters with, I don't want to say hate because I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working on me as a woman in the process. So that's another thing that you ladies are getting to see the full transformation of the woman that I'm becoming. That's why I don't hide. That's why I stand on who I am, because I'm going to make mistakes and I'm not perfect, but I am trying to be better. However, I handle haters with hate. And I don't mean with hate, like my version of hate, because I don't hate. But if you're going to come at me with hate, I give it right back to you with love, which makes them hate you even more. That's how you deal with haters. You show them love. You don't love on them. That's the difference. Don't love on them. You show them love. So when someone says something negative to you, you just say something truthful about them. That's what I mean by showing them love. So when someone says something to me like, you know what, Nee? I'll give you an incident. I was in the gas station. Honest to God truth. And I don't understand what these people get with themselves. I was in the grocery store, the gas station about a week ago. Excuse me. I'm standing at the counter and this lady comes up to me. She's of the Caucasian persuasion. And she says to me, you know, oh my gosh, you're really sharp. I'm like, thank you so much. And I might have turned to the side. And I guess I did. I had been eating a lot that day. When I eat, if you know, you probably don't know me, but when I eat a lot, my stomach pokes out a little bit. I might have turned to the side and she was like, oh my gosh, but you got to do something with that stomach. You look pregnant. First of all, Annie. I don't call these ladies Karen. My aunt is Karen, so they're not Karens, they're Annie. First of all, Annie, how do you know I'm not pregnant? First of all, how is she gonna come at me and tell me I look pregnant? Second of all, you should do something about, what did I say? You should do something about, what did I say? Oh, you should do something about your stomach. You look fat. She was really a big lady, like how dare you come at me and tell me about my stomach? That was hate for her. Like, and that's what I mean by hate. Some women can see you looking so pretty that instead of just giving you a compliment, they got to point out the flaw that they say. She didn't have to say anything about my stomach. It wasn't even that big. Like, first of all, you have to know me to know my stomach could never poke out too big. So for her to even feel the need to point that out was a problem for me. And since she felt the need to point out, I felt the need to let her know that she really looked fat. And I have to remember how I said it, but it was definitely different than that. But her whole face dropped. If looks could, she would have killed me. You deal with haters the same way they deal with you, with hate. Not necessarily hating on them, but you point out the obvious, because she told me that I look pregnant, which I didn't, by the way. I don't be. And I told her the truth because she did look fat. And we're going to take one sip to that. I don't mean to offend anyone that may be on the plus size division. I just hope that if you were a lady of the plus size, you would understand that you don't say things like that to people. That's what we're trying to remove. Black women, we need to learn how to love on each other. We need to learn how to speak to each other. And we need to learn how to stop. This is a thing that happens in our community a lot. When we're unhappy with ourselves, when we don't stand on who we are, we hate on those that do. That was a line that was in the poem. Those that don't have standards hate those that do. People who are literally get mad at you for doing what you're supposed to do. Oh, so you really gonna go to school and be on time? Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Then you can't be a little late. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really confuses me that people who don't have standards, who don't have anything to live for, people who don't stand on what they say, people who don't keep their word, lie about anything, them be the main people that be coming at you about what you're doing. And that's why I tell you, you got to stand on who you are and not care about those that don't say it. I posted this post on Instagram. By the way, follow me on Instagram. I am Uniquia. And just follow I am Uniquia. IAMUNIQA. UNIQUA. The people that do the least for you, the people that give you the least support, the people that throw you the least. Let me tell you, I have gotten the most critiques about Chitter. That's how you gotta say it every time you say it. Chitter. I have gotten the most critiques from Chitter, from people who never seen one episode. Can you believe that? And then that's my version of a hater. Cause you know how I handle that? Baby, I don't really care what you got to say because you ain't seen no episode. So let me tell you what I think about you. Because you're telling me what you think about me. They don't be telling me what they think about the episode. How can you tell me about an episode you ain't seen? How can you critique an episode you haven't seen? How can you tell me what you think? People will literally tell you what they think based off of what they heard. Excuse me? That's why you got to stand on who you are. That's why you got to be willing to go hard for you, regardless to what anybody has to say. People will literally judge you. People will literally beat you down. People will literally critique every single thing that you're doing with your life, and they don't even really know. They've heard it through the grapevine. They've seen it on some other type of thing. They're going to hate whether you do good or talk crap whether you're doing bad. People are going to come at you whether they know the facts or whether they don't. And let me tell you something. People are going to come at you even harder when they don't know the facts. The way you beat that, the way you handle that, the way you counteract that is you don't pay none of it no mind. You don't entertain any of it. Because I meant to tell you guys what's going on with Uniquia. I am in the process of coming out with a quote book because these quotes that I have, I can no longer share everything that I have for me with me. I'm going to start sharing it with everyone. That's what this platform is about. We are building Black women. We are building each other up, and I am sharing everything that I have with you. Uniquia is coming out with the quote book. I haven't even given it a name yet, but I now have 130 quotes, and you have to be willing to let people know what they have going on with you, and that is with this quote book. This is my personal Black Girl Beauty notebook. I meant to not show that because it has all my little writing over it. My mom told me that I shouldn't show that. But that is where I'm writing my quote books. And you have to the quotes matter. Things resonating in your mind matter to you. The things that you put on your brain matter to you. And when you're in the process of standing on who you are, you have to be willing to take everything. A few weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago, I got stung by a bee. And that bee sting really just took me on a whole whirlwind. But I made a quote from the bee sting. And the quote is, and it will be featured in the quote book. This is one of the things that I will be offering. And I need you guys to tap into that so that you can really get these quotes to help you. If ever you were stung by a bee, allow the irritation from the bite to push you to be better rather than cause you to fear the bee. Woo! Every time I hear it, it resonates for me because that quote can be used in any situation, with a car wreck, with a fight, with anything. Because when things happen to us, we have a bad habit of letting it cause us to fear it. If you were to get bit by a dog right now, you would probably fear dogs for the rest of your life. If you get in an accident right now, you may never want to drive again. We have to stop allowing things that happen to us to cause us to fear situations and allow those situations to teach us. That is what I mean by stand on it. You have to be willing to see everything in your life as a sign for you to stand on what it is that you said you were doing. where it is that you said you were going, who it is that you said you wanted to be. I got stung by a bee. And what I took it as a sign for me to get up and focus, because I had just said maybe like an hour prior to that I had never, and this is true, I had never been stung by a bee. I'm 30 years old. I got stung by my first bee at 30. I had never got stung by a bee, and this bee stung me twice. And I had just said an hour prior, I'm like, I ain't never got stung by a bee. I came home and got stung by a bee. And it was where it stung me and how it stung me that I knew it was a sign for me to get up and focus on my dreams. I didn't allow that. I don't fear bees. I still do them the same way I did them before. I didn't allow the fact that I got stung by this bee cause me to just fear bees and I never want to see bees again. And if every time I see a bee, I'm going to go panic and go crazy. No. That bee sting ain't had nothing to do with the bee. I got stung because I needed to wake up and focus on what I needed to focus on and get back on track and do what I needed to do. And that's why I got stung. And that's how you got to look at things, because things in life will happen. You're going to go through some things. You're going to take some punches. There are going to be some things that try to knock you off your wagon. You have to stand on who you are and be willing to recognize those things as what they are. If you're just now tuning in, ladies, we're about to head on out. But I'm thankful for you logging in, and I'm so happy to have you ladies here, and I hope you were able to get a lot from this episode. You have to be willing to stand on who you are. You have to be willing to take punches that come with who you are. It's not easy being Uniquia. It is not easy getting up here every Thursday. You know what I have to do? I have to get up. Well, not get up. I have to come here. I have to create a whole platform. I have to make a topic. I got to break this topic down for you. I got to decide what I want to say. And I'm a super fashion tech. I can't even do it right now. But I'm an actress. So I'm going to give you a whole lot of acting. And I'm a poet. Got to throw in some poetry. Speaking of which, Living in Truth Volume 1 is available right now. If you have not yet gotten your copy of that, you can log on over to IamUniquia.com, Black Girl Beauty shop.blackgirlbeautyinc.org.com, shop.blackgirlbeautyinc.com. Get your Black Girl Beauty hoop, get your Black Girl Beauty shirts and apparel, and get Living in Truth Volume 1. Living in Truth Volume 2 is on the way. These last few poems that you have been seeing on this show will be featured in Living in Truth Volume 2, The Rebirth. Living in Truth Volume 2, The Rebirth is going to be the rebirth. The rebirth. I want you to hear that, because these poems really have been the transformation of me. Me transforming from a young lady to a woman is what you're going to feel in these poems. If you have ever been through a stage in your life where you needed to grow and get better, these poems will move you and take you there. When I tell you, I did a poem a couple weeks ago when we had the men on here. And I'm telling you, that mentality, the mentality of that poem is something I would have never had my mind on. Like, you gonna tell me I don't know about a man? I know about men, is what I thought. And where I am now, I know it's a process that you need to figure out, and that's what I put into that poem. The poem that I wrote here for tonight, standards, because you have to have those. And before you have standards, you gotta realize who you are, because a lot of times we take punches and blows because we really don't even know if we shouldn't be doing it. Like, maybe I believe that I shouldn't be doing this, so when you say it, I accept everything that you throw at me. No, decide who you are. Decide what you should and shouldn't be doing. Decide who should and shouldn't know you like that. There's a line in this poem that says, everybody doesn't deserve to know me. Everyone doesn't deserve to know what you do for fun. Everyone doesn't deserve to know who you know. Everyone doesn't deserve to know you at the level that you are. And those are standards, ladies and gentlemen. Separate yourself. Obama didn't decide he wanted to be president and he could keep every friend that he ever had. He had to cut some people off. You have to be willing to cut some people off to get where you need to go. And if you're not, then stay where you are. And if you're not going to stay where you are, then be okay with the punches that come. We have a bad habit of trying to change rules when they don't accommodate the lifestyle we want to live. No. Adjust yourself so that you fit the rules, because the rules were here before you. They weren't here because of you. And that's what we fail to realize. We have to be willing to stand on who we are. Decide who you want to be, ladies. Work hard to realize where you are. Decide who you want to be and work hard to get there. How dare you? She really just wanted to come on and show that she was somebody. But look at that. Mr. Mary thought she was about to come in and show y'all who she was. No. I'll let you slide in for a second, because you really banned. Let me unmute you. Yes, because you was muted. She just wanted to come in and just make it seem that she was banned, y'all. She was in the comments all night. Miss Amanda, we can't even see you. Come on and say what you need to say. I can't hear you. How you gonna come and interfere and then not say nothing?
Hello. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me.
What'd you say?
Can you hear me? I said, can you hear me?
Oh, they can hear you.
Okay. Hello. Y'all know I had to stop in here tonight. She said she kicked me off the show, so y'all know I had to.
That's the only reason
I had to make a little appearance.
That's the only reason she came in because
y'all know she is not kicked off no show. Believe that, y'all. But anyway, I just wanted to stop in because Uniquia, stand on it. You did a great job. And I just wanted to touch on that just for us, just a second, because when I think about standing on it, I think about, I have to go back a little bit, a generation, and because, my parents were old school. So we couldn't really be who we were growing up. Everything they did was so traditional, and so old school. But I noticed that your generation, y'all are a little more bold and a little more riskier and a little more,
and we paid the price for that.
Right. And it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But what I'm saying,
ladies and gentlemen, hold on, Mom. I want you guys to understand this is growth. I had to groom her. She doesn't have a problem with a lot of things now. Oh, but she did in the beginning. This is Black girl beauty. You have to be able to see things because I had to do the same thing with her. She had a lot of valid points, which groomed me to be where I am. But I had to get her in the mode too because she was completely against a whole lot and wasn't trying to hear anything or anyone. So I'm just thankful that she's able to be here because that's what Black girl beauty is. Being able to see both sides, understand, and grow. And I'm so happy that you've gotten there, Mom.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I tapped in. I couldn't let this opportunity go by without saying that I had to grow as well, because there are things about your generation that I didn't quite understand. But then I was able to look back on my own life and say, you know what? I felt like I was held back a little bit, even though I still stepped out. I still felt like there's more that I could have done that I didn't do because I had people in my ear saying, no, you shouldn't do that, or no, you shouldn't do this, or you shouldn't go this way or that way. So, and it's good to an extent because sometimes we do go too far, but at the same time, I just want you to know that I admire who you are. I admire you standing on the woman that you choose to become. Okay. And I want to share that with other women because this next webinar we got coming up, don't y'all forget to go over to www.blackgirlbeauty.org. Go over there and please, if you have not already, put in your information so that we can sign you up for the next webinar. I'm telling y'all, is off the chain, and it's about power, y'all. Taking back your power. That's our next webinar. And for those of you who have been missing me on Monday nights, because I have not been here the last couple Monday nights, because we're transforming that show and we have a new segment that's coming in on who messed up my hair. If you know anybody who got their hair messed up, for whatever the reason is, whether it was I don't want the kitchen folks. I want some folks that got their hair messed up by the professionals in the salon.
We want all the stories. I want the kitchen folks.
Have them email Black Girl Beauty Coach.
Miss Amanda, you tell these people why you didn't know what Jackie was.
I really did. Well, Darlise had put Jackie.
But why didn't you know? Why
I didn't know what it was.
Like
I really didn't. I'm
you
sorry. I didn't know what Jackie was. But nevertheless, I learned something every day. So I learned what Jackie is, and I'm not interested in knowing no more about Jackie.
I'm glad you're not. You see, ladies and gentlemen, you also have to be okay with, like, Miss Amanda she stands on the fact that she doesn't drink, and I love that. You have to be willing to stand on who you are, regardless to what room you're in and what
exactly.
Once upon a time, I was the same way. But like I said, when I decided to change, it was on me. You have to be willing to be who you are in every atmosphere. The only thing I'll tell you to do different than Miss Amanda does is don't be the type of woman that stands on who you are and then complain about who everybody else is.
No, that's not true. No, that's not true. No, I'm coming. I'm gonna stand on. Let me correct you, boo.
Like, are you having another one?
Let me correct you.
Are you having another?
I don't judge. I don't judge other people. But what I do is don't try to, because I don't fit into your world, or because I don't, like you said earlier, I don't do what you do. I don't go where you go.
And that's
so don't try to put me in no box and judge me because I choose not, or try to make me think that I think I'm better. I'm not gonna put you in a box, or I be no, that's not who I am. I just choose not to be in that box, and I'm not gonna let you or nobody else put me in that box.
We're outside the box.
So I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. I know who I am. I'm Amanda Manigault, and I choose to be who I am and do what I do and do what I don't.
So you standing on it too?
I'm standing on it too.
Okay, cool.
So I just wanted to stop by and say hi to you guys.
We have to learn to stand on who we are regardless.
That's right. That's right.
Stand on who I was. This is the biggest woman to tell me what I should and shouldn't, couldn't, and wouldn't do. And you know what Uniquia do? I'm gonna take one sip today. Exactly what I want to do.
Well, Mousy said it's okay that I don't know who Miss Jackie is, but she said make sure you close out with a toast. Thank you, Darlise, for bringing in that little piece of opening up with a toast and closing out with a toast. So that's a great idea. And Uniquia, it is 9:02, so I'm gonna let you close out.
Don't come in late telling me what time it is.
I'm gonna let you close out with your toast.
You're not gonna let me. You're just gonna.
Let me.
You see, that's why I kick her out. That's why things like that occur, because she feels like she can come in and do what she wants to do, and it's not gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chitter. So what we're gonna do is, I am so thankful for having you ladies here tonight. I hope you guys got a lot from this episode. You see how it is so amazing to me. I'm getting emotional how I brought my mom in. Like, sometimes you don't know who you're touching. You don't know who you're speaking to. You don't know what you're saying is going to resonate on. You have to say it. Share what you have. Share the information. Be willing to be. She thought so. I saw her as soon as she sat down. You have to be willing to do everything that you want to do. Stop playing with me.
Let me do a little.
No. Listen, it's funny too. I like doing it. I'm petty. Don't play with me. I've worked with children all day. I could go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Don't play. Don't play with me. This is Black. I'm going to let her come in for 5 seconds to say what she has to say, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I just wanted to do a little toast to all the people who are in the chat room. To my bestie, Darlise, I just wanted to say thank you for joining us. And I also want to say I love you. And Uniquia, I want to give you a toast for standing on it, standing on who you are, standing on your growth, standing on your beliefs. I want to give you ladies a toast who's in the chat room. Stand on who you are. Don't let nobody make you feel no kind of way about what you choose to do with your life. You got one life. You got one life. And what I like to tell people is, with that one life, most of us have a 0% error rate. Do you know what that means? You got no chances to make mistakes because ain't nobody going to pick you up but you. So you remember that. 0% error rate. Go get what you want. Go do what you want. Go be who you want to be. Go do it. And with that being said, I'm going to give you ladies a toast tonight. God bless you and may
Come on, let's
heaven
toast
smile
together.
upon. All right.
All right. Tap the screen.
Here we go. Yes.
Tap the screen. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. You have to
Thank you
learn
for
how to
kicking me
stand on it,
off.
ladies and gentlemen. You have to be woman enough to stand on who you are. You have to be strong enough. You have to be disciplined enough. Women, ladies, stand on it. Stand on it. I urge you. I challenge you to be who you want to be. Realize who you are. Decide who you want to be and go after it. And I'm going to leave you ladies with that. And next week, we are going to be having, yes, I do teach poetry. I teach acting, modeling, and poetry. It's a gift that God placed on me and it spills out of me. So if anyone is interested in getting and tapping into it, yes, send me an message or go to IamUniquia.com and tap into my continuing education classes, acting, modeling, poetry classes, model aerobics.
Oh, and you need to let me and my girls have one Thursday night with Black Girl Beauty. Me and the ladies, right, y'all? Just me and the ladies. One night with Black Girl Beauty. Just one night.
I don't ever want you to do that either.
Me and my little crew. Me and my homies. You can be on if you want to, but just bring me and the girls in. You know what I mean? Let us do a little
You
chitter
gonna tell
chat.
me I can be on if I want to on a Thursday?
Bring us in the little chitter chatter.
They see what's going on in the chitter chatter and they just love it so much. And I'm so thankful to have everyone here, ladies. I'm so thankful for all my viewers and everyone that taps in. Thank you guys for tuning in. I definitely am so thankful to have everyone here. I hope you guys we already took our toast out, but feel free to finish your glass if you don't have. I have a lot left in here. There were 4 shots. I'm not drinking this whole drink tonight, ladies. So have a great night. It's been a plum pleasing pleasure. And next week, ladies, we are talking about sex. Hey, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good times and the bad times that may be. Let's talk about sex. Next week's topic is let's talk about sex. Why don't we talk about it to our little children? Why don't we communicate what sex is, how important sex is, and the weight it holds? We are talking about sex next week, ladies. Have you ever had an encounter that you weren't sexually comfortable with? We're talking about it. I'm sharing you one that I had. We are talking about how good are you? Do you know yourself sexually? We are talking about sex next week, ladies. We are getting down to the nitty gritty. We are speaking about everything sexual next week, ladies. Tap into it. Black Girl Beauty. Because we discuss what matters when Black girls Chitter. It has been a plum pleasing pleasure, ladies. Good night.